A man named Ikta Solork really likes to sleep. But this time he was forced to enter a military academy. He went with his friend named Iksum. They went by ship. There they meet Matthew, Hiroma, and Torway. They will start their adventure at the military academy. But there was a girl who came into their room. Suddenly there was a storm. They were forced to get off the ship and go to an island. It turned out that the girl with them was the princess of the Katjvarna kingdom named Chamil. Everyone has great respect for the princess. But Ikta didn't care about that. And now they are all trying to survive on the island. A few days later Ikta saw a hot air balloon belonging to the Kyoka kingdom, which was an enemy of the Katjvarna kingdom. Therefore Ikta made a plan to attack the enemy. In the night, Ikta and his friends managed to defeat the enemy secretly. They managed to get information about Kyoka country. The next day they began their plan to escape from the island. Ikta disguised himself as Kyoka's soldier. He tricked the military leader Kyoka and said that his friends were fugitives. Because of that, Ikta was able to escape to the Katjvarna kingdom. When he reached the kingdom of Katjvarna, they were greeted by King Katjvarna. They even earned the title of a royal knights of the Katjvarna kingdom, because they have managed to save Princess Shamil's. Ikta was furious when he got the title of a royal knight, because he can't relax if he has a high position. A month later, Ikta and his friends attend military training. But Ikta fell asleep in class. Many people underestimated Ikta, but he turned out to be a genius. He can answer all the questions easily. The scene shows Torway being bullied by his older brother named Seirei and Susharef. Ikta helps Torway. He pretended to be sick. Because of that, Torway's brother was punished by the soldiers. A few days later, Ikta and his friends became the leader of the squad. But Ikta was bullied by his troops, because in the past Ikta had an affair with the mother of a member of Ikta's army. Because there will be competition between military forces, Ikta asked him to be the leader, so that he can prove his worth. They finally agreed. A few days later, Ikta's group will fight against Susharef's group. The Ikta group started their plan, but Ikta used a strange strategy. Everyone was confused seeing Ikta. In the morning, Susharef was very surprised to see that Ikta's group was not where he expected. Susharef was even more surprised to see the Ikta group who could walk on the river. It turns out that Ikta set a trap in the river. Because of that, they were able to defeat many of Susharef's troops. The next day, Susharef tries to take revenge. He set a trap to beat Ikta. But it turns out that Ikta already knew the plan. He attacked Susharef's group, and the Ikta group succeeded in defeating the Susharef group. The members of the Ikta squad were very amazed to see Ikta. They didn't expect that Ikta's lazy strategy could defeat the enemy so easily. When the fight is over, someone kidnapped Shamil. Luckily, Iksum realized that. He managed to defeat the kidnapper with ease. This time shown Ikta's childhood, who lives with his father and a scientist named Khan. One day Iksum came to their place. She was very surprised that many strange discoveries were made by Khan. That's why Iksum befriends Ikta. One day Ikta and Iksum are trapped in an old building, and there are many wolves who want to kill them. Iksum thinks that he will die, but Ikta have a strategy to escape, and they were finally able to survive with Ikta's genius strategy. Back to the present. Ikta and his friends got a mission to go to the northern garrison. In that place there is the Synack tribe. Ikta says if he ever went to that place when he was little. A few days later they arrived at the territory of the northern garrison. The place was led by someone named Safida. There was also someone named Yukushiram. The Ikta group will be led by a man named Sazarif. Suddenly a man named Dienkin challenges Ixum to a sword fight, because the Ixum family has very great sword techniques, and Ixum can win easily. The next day Ikta and his friend started their journey, but Ikta ran away. He met a girl named Kana, but Ikta was caught by Sazarif, and he was put in prison. Ikta saw something very mysterious in that prison. The next day Ikta was released from prison, and they continued their journey. Ixum goes with Yukushiram to meet the nobles. Suddenly there was a group of people killing the nobles. They also killed Yukushiram. Ixum tries to chase after them. Move to Ikta's place. He meets Kana again. Ikta is very happy to be friends with Kana, because they have the same hobby. Move to the place of Ixum. It turned out that the nobles were killed by the Synack tribe. Therefore the Katjvarna soldiers prepared for war against the Synack tribe. A few days later they finally went to war. The troops of the Katjvarna army were divided into several groups. Kana is in a different group from Ikta. The Ikta group was able to defeat the enemy easily, because they used the genius strategy created by Ikta. Even Ikta can defeat the enemy while he is asleep. Switch to the Kana group. He had a bad feeling about this war, and suddenly a group of Synack tribe troops attacked them. The next day the Ikta group arrived at the Kana group's place. They shocked to see that no one was there. Turns out they were all dead. Even Kana also died. Ikta was very sad to see that. Even when you're sad. They continued the war. This time Ikta and his friends were ordered to escort Salfada. Suddenly the Synack tribesmen attacked silently. They finally fought. Ixum fights against the enemy leader, but she escapes, and the entire army of the Synack tribe withdrew from the fight. Dienkin died in this fight, but Ikta managed to find out where the enemy was hiding. It turns out that the leader of the Synack tribe is Ikta's little friend named Nana. She explained everything that happened. It turns out that Safada has kidnapped a fairy belonging to the Synack tribe. That's why they were angry. The war between the Synack tribe and the Katjvarna army is over. Move to Katjvarna military base. A troop called the Aldera Inspection Unit came to arrest Salfada, because they know that Salfada has kidnapped a fairy belonging to the Synack tribe. It turned out that the Aldera Inspection Unit had brought a large army to attack the Katjvarna kingdom. Because of that, many Katjvarna soldiers withdrew from the war. Meanwhile, Ikta and his group lived in that place. And it turns out that this is the Kyoka kingdom's plan to destroy the Katjvarna kingdom. And this plan was created by the major genius of the Kyoka kingdom named Jean Arcanex. He is the smartest person in the Kyoka kingdom. Ikta became the temporary leader of the royal army of Katjvarna. He prepared several traps to fight against the Kyoka kingdom. Move to the Kyoka army base. Jean Arcanex thought if he could win easily. That's why he attacked stealthily at night. But they were caught in a trap created by Ikta. Jean Arcanex thought that the kingdom of Katjvarna also had a genius general. And now the battle strategy between the two geniuses begins. The soldiers of the kingdom of Katjvarna were frightened because their army was less. But Ikta was sleeping when he saw other people scared. Ikta says if he really believes he can win this war. After hearing that, the Katjvarna army was excited again. Ikta and Jean Arcanex clashed strategies for several days. But suddenly the Kyoka kingdom used cannons which killed many of Katjvarna's soldiers. Ikta was very surprised to see that, but he was sure that he could win. Jean Arcanex purposely hid the cannon to catch the Katjvarna troops off guard. Then at night, the Kyoka army carried out their final attack with a large army of soldiers. Because Jean is very sure if he can win this war. Suddenly the Katjvarna army attacked from underground. Very many Kyoka soldiers died in that attack. Ikta finally met Jean Arcanex. Ikta said that he had prepared a sniper to kill Jean Arcanex because he didn't want to die. Jean Arcanex chose to withdraw from the war. Jean Arcanex was very surprised because he had never met anyone smarter than him. The Katjvarna kingdom finally won this war. After that war, Ikta and his friends get a promotion.